Hello, my friends. I had some trouble. How are ya? I gotta get myself together over here. We came back from camping a little bit early, but all of a sudden my normal camera will not connect to my laptop, so I'm using a different one. I know I look different, sorry. I will try and fix it after. And I think the audio should be okay, but we'll see. Hello. I'll tell ya. My favorite camera just won't connect today. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. I wonder if I have some weird setting or something on. We don't know. Hello. Good, the audio's okay. At least I got the audio right. I can actually hear myself up in John's office right now. How is everybody? We saw family and camped for the weekend, and it was awesome. It was really nice. We had good visits. It was really good. Melody said, hi, good morning, afternoon. Oh gosh, look at all of you guys here already. Heather, Susie. Susie's playing with her brand new Carter today. What are you doing, Susie? What are you making? Good. Tracy said audio's great. At least something's great. Lots of things are great also. Everything is just fine. Karen said grabbing fresh coffee, perfect timing. I try, Karen. Oh, Susie is splitting up that Dr. Seuss fiber and blending it. I liked it blended, but I also kind of liked some of the ones that weren't, so hey. You're up. I don't know how you're up this early. You're amazing. Sharon said watching the Bears game and the live. Kelly said I'm avoiding lean manufacturing homework. I don't blame you, Kelly. Is that still a thing? Lean manufacturing? Challenge. Hey, Cindy. Cindy said good morning. Mel said, hey, all, can't stay long, but we'll hang while I'm shoving lunch in my mouth. I'm sure you're up to some, busy house improvement thing. You always are. Lee said I was worried, OMG, no Trish, and I would have to do housework. Thanks, you saved me. Hey, I'm here for you, Lee. We came home and emptied the food out of the camper and got the laundry going, and we got a lot done. My hair's even still a little bit wet because I showered here. Sharon said knitting on my half and half wrap. I don't know that one. Hey, Anna. Anna's from Los Angeles. Welcome. Is this your first time? I don't recognize your name, but that doesn't mean that you haven't been here maybe once or twice. Let's see. Deanna said, happy Sunday. Jurup said, I nap in the afternoon. I was going to say, I don't know how you do it. Lisa, I did see your answer that it's Christy that you know. Yes, I see her all the time. What a small world, right? Lisa said, hi, everyone. Great to be with you all evening here. Yep. Carrie said, I still have 10 ounces of that. I want to slightly blend it. Kelly said, oh, yeah, we are learning about how it's great, even though COVID has shown us the flaws in the philosophy. Yeah. Hey, Deb. Deb said, happy Sunday. All working on a shining cowl. Just got back from the shore. I saw pictures, you lucky. It's raining here. That's why we came home early. Hey, Cheryl from Saskatchewan. How are you? Angie said, spinning some more superwash merino she dyed. Look, you guys are so busy. Heather said, washing some mohair. Okay, Anna said, it is my first time, so welcome. Stacy said, knitting the scarf I got from Maryland Sheep and Wool. Ooh. Lisa said, hey, Heather, what does raw mohair look like? Can you post on Facebook group? Elizabeth said, do you guys take a grill with you? Yes, we do. Or just use your RV kitchen. We only have an inside kitchen. Our RV is from 1994, I think. And so we take a Blackstone that we bought at a garage sale. It works great. We love it. Sharon said, finally finished my lace shawl that I was working for the retreat I'm going to next weekend. That's fun. Nana said, hi, I'm warping my loom for some fall towels. That sounds nice. Hello, Abir. J. D. Salette said, hey, I'll hit the thumbs up. Yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind, please hit the thumbs up. Tracy said, I started my first ever sock knitting last night. Go, Tracy. I actually need to look. We're getting there. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? Lisa said, a retreat, Sharon. How awesome. Oh, Melody said, found out how to get YouTube notifications. Tap on your photo, upper right-hand corner, tap on settings, go down to notifications, and tap on subscription notification. Okay. That's one I don't remember if I knew that or not. I always use the little bell. Deanna's working on weaving rugs. I've been thinking about rugs lately, but I have a good long warp on right now, so towels it is. Hey, Anne. Cheryl said knitting dishcloths to replace the one she sold. Good for you, Cheryl. I love it when you guys can sell stuff. I love it when all of us can sell stuff. Abir said niece and nephew here for the weekend, ages 5 and 4. Are you celebrating your birthday? Is this the niece that's 5 and cannot have a birthday occur without her? She said no crafting can happen when they combine forces. Oh, Sarah's crocheting a baby blanket. Luther is dead asleep next to me and he's dreaming. Shannon said, weaving some towels on the loom today. Set 20. Yes. Thank you, Shannon. I was asking Shannon because her warps always look so good. And so I was asking her because the towels on my loom right now did not come up as balanced of a weave as I thought they would. So I was like, hey, if you were doing these, I think I need more threads per inch, but is that right? Am I thinking about this right? And she said yes. So Melody said I'm spinning. Happy dance. That's exciting. Kelly said, yeah, I get notifications whenever someone goes live. That's so nice. Okay. Melody said the bell only works if you have the subscription notification on. I must have had that on all along, I guess. Hey, Carla. Abir said that's her. She must celebrate. So are you celebrating Abir while she's there visiting? Or I hope you are. Yes. Lisa said, oh my, so many different projects on the go. Applying more sea-colored stuff here. That sounds nice. Melody said, Trish, looks like you are all getting a good storm. So we are not having a storm at this moment, but when it's been raining pretty much since before we got out of bed. Margaret said, I'm helping a friend learn to spin, but when I asked her to slow her hands down, her feet slowed down too. Any tips on how to help her change one without the other? I just concentrated. Can you change, instead of changing her feet, can you actually change the whirl on the wheel to maybe make it go more slowly, put it on a bigger whirl? Otherwise, having them go different rhythms is pretty difficult, but I mean, she can sing a song. Sometimes it helps people to sing a song. I don't know why, but it works sometimes. Shannon said, you've got this. I can't wait to see them. I have another warp. Okay, so a little more weaving. I have another warp wound that will have to be balanced because it's only 400 ends, which is fine. Anne said she's working on the DRK, everyday socks, and hand spun. Hand spun socks. Are these your first ones, Anne? And then so I need to use it because I just ordered a sectional warp beam. And I'm scared about that. Shannon, do you have one of those? I have one more question about that, but I could ask you offline too. Abir said, Lisa, how is the drum carder? I saw that you got yours. I just got notification and mine should arrive on Wednesday. So Abir, are you shipping it home? Nikki is weaving Hero Cowl. Thanks, Trish, for the inspiration. That's awesome. I love the green blue one that I still wear it all the time. Angie said, I only ever use the bell. Maybe I had it on already too. Yeah, I'm thinking I must have, right, Angie? Did I say Monday? Oh, do I have Monday in the title? No. Really? Did I say Monday? I don't know what day it is. Lisa said, Margaret, they say to practice just footwork first. Tell her to go back to just pedaling. That might be the thing. And if you have her do it with commercial yarn, it should be a different speed. So maybe that will help her get them separate. Abir said, we already celebrated my birthday 2 weekends ago. Okay. I didn't realize you had already seen her. Lisa said, oh, Abir, super excited for you. Not been back on mine since the issue I posted. I'm gonna wash some more and try again. I would like to hear how that goes, Lisa. Carrie said, a tip from me, have her practice with no wool and just play with the speeds. Pretend. There you go. That's a little similar to doing it with commercial yarns, because you wouldn't be drafting, you would just feed it in. So it kind of helps you do the different speeds and everything. Melody said we have Midwest, humidity. Because of the Hurricane K breaking up, we never get weather like this. We've got some humidity. I've got to put our comforter in the dryer just to get the humidity out of it, because I hate that. Blah. Carla has a question. Bring it on, Carla. I'll see if I can't get down. Elizabeth said, a sectional warp beam, those terrify me. It'll be nice for a longer warp. Terry said, morning Trish and Tribe. Morning Terry. Ann said, it's her first handspun socks. I've made lots of socks. Other socks. DRK every day is my favorite pattern. Okay, Carla said, I'm spinning roll eggs for a sweater. The roll eggs are merino and silk. I think there's, okay. Oh, okay, I didn't. All right. Abir said the classic is arriving in Toronto. Must find a way to pack it. Can you ship it? It is going to be a challenge to pack. You could probably put it in a big hard-sided suitcase, maybe. Jurup said, I've been cleaning house because my son and his wife are visiting in a week. I did manage to ply and dye a couple of mini skeins spun from Millways. That sounds nice. Carrie's finishing off the green hat. It is turning out so gorgeous. What I saw was gorgeous. She said, then we'll be spinning the commission yarn. The superwash. Margaret said, Carrie, she's okay spinning. It was the plying that was difficult. She wasn't getting enough twist. Oh, if she wasn't, wow. So she's feeding it in too fast. Okay, Shannon said I can ask. I will ask you, because if you have tried it once, you might know how to answer my question. I will try. I'll ask you. But I'll ask you offline so that other people aren't like, oh, Trish, come on, stop talking about weaving. Even though I can't stop weaving. No problem, Carla. Abir said, Trish, someone was asked on Facebook about Dharma Yellow. I believe you use it. I don't have Dharma Yellow. I have Jacquard Yellows. I have like a bunch of them. Of course. Lisa said, Margaret, maybe she needs to count how many petals to each inch, etc. That's a good thing. Try that. So you guys always have such good suggestions. I was thinking that it was while drafting. But if she's counting before she lets go with her hands, that might help her get the different rhythms. Anna said, Melody, I'm grateful for Hurricane K. She's cooled us down. It was 101 at LAX on Friday. Holy cow. That sounds miserable. Hey, Connie. Melody said, thanks, Ann. Going to try that pattern. Hey, Pete, are you weaving yet? I'm excited for you to start weaving. Sharon said, I really want to try the DRK everyday socks too. Seems like they're everywhere right now, Sharon. Melanie said, goat rodeo here. I literally said that like a week ago. John was like, hey, how was it? I don't remember what it was. What was the event? And I was like, kind of a goat rodeo. But she said, cleaning out the garage, someone put a bunch of junk in there. Yeah, when we got home from this camping trip, I was bringing food in from the camper through the garage, and I was like, I have got to clean this up so that we can like comfortably park in there all winter. It's not horrible, but it's going to take some time, you know, empty boxes and stupid things like that. Margaret said, Lisa, good idea. I'd not thought of that. Carrie said, yes, the superwash. I know, I love it. And I love the way it takes dye. It always looks so pretty, even though I know it's not great for the environment. I'm trying to move away from it, but a few things about it are so nice. Oh, Deanna. Perfect. Deanna, are you on Facebook? Can I message you there? I have a quick question about how to make a cross after I've woven on or wound on. I can't find a video anywhere on how to do it after. And I know I'll have to do it after, right? Carrie said weaving equals 5. Maybe you both can answer. I don't know. Someone help me. I've been on YouTube watching videos on how to use it. And then I'm like, okay, I get now how to use it. But then once you wind a section on, how do you keep those threads in order? I'm having a hot flash because I'm like, cracks me up. Carrie said weaving. Oh yeah, I read it twice. Angie said I was supposed to be processing a kilo of, I don't know, how do you pronounce the double L? Is it Welsh, right? Fleece this weekend, but it didn't arrive as promised. That's a bummer. Hello, Nyla. I hope you find it soon, Angie. Carla said, can I combine fibers by plying with a bobbin of the Polworth Merino silk roll eggs? Those sound delicious. With a bobbin of just natural, yes, of course, South Down wool to get a barber pole effect. You absolutely can. The South Down will probably be a little floofier and bouncier, probably, and that's only speaking from the experience I have with those wools. But it should be really nice. I would like to see it also. Lisa said, oh, hi, Lily. Lisa said, hi, all. The DRK socks is a really good pattern. You'll like it. Andy is driving to the Olympic Peninsula to do some camping. Nice. Happy Sunday. I hope it's drier there than it was here on our camping trip. Pete said I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday. So warping Tuesday and hopefully start on 4 shafts Wednesday. I'm so excited. Is this your first floor loom moment? Carrie said, right. I was tempted to order some for me and then I thought, no, superwash bad. I mean, I don't want to call it bad, but you know what I mean. I know you know what I'm saying. Mel asked if they're toe up. Are those socks toe up? Sandy said, hi all, combing 6 pounds of CVM today. 6 pounds? Can you get through 6 pounds in a day? Because that's amazing if you can, and I need you to help me with my combing. Deanna said, yes, it's a different process than what you're used to. Do you know of a video? Hey, Jerry, if you know of a video or some way I can learn or you can talk me through it, I do need help with that part. Because it's not even here yet, number 1. And number 2, I've been thinking clean. Thank you, Angie. I know that the LL does not sound like L. You know what I mean? I just don't know what it should be. Carrie wants to know if she can talk about the latest Paradise Fibers here. So if anyone hasn't gotten theirs yet and they don't want the surprise ruined, please speak now or forever hold your peace. I mean, we don't want to, it's the 11th, right? Karen said, oh, Sandy, bless you, Briar Patch. John says that all the time, Karen. That's so funny. Sharon said I was thinking DRK socks for my husband. Okay, Ann said yes. DRK is toe up. I have not knit them. Elizabeth said I've made the DRK everyday socks and love them. Have 2 more pairs to start as soon as I move, whenever that is. It's going to be soon, Elizabeth. I know it. I should be knitting. Why am I not knitting? I'm so into you guys today. Lisa said the LL in Welsh is pretty difficult to say. It is a Gaelic-based language, much like ours. The sound is more like the strange noise just before you spit. So like a noise, like that. I knew that it had a sound that I am not used to making in my own language, if that makes sense. And so, oh, I did it! Yay. Lisa said exactly, Trish. Sharon said, okay, I'm really going to do DRK then for sure. Carrie, yeah, I learned so much from all of you. It's so wonderful to have everybody from like all over the planet. Okay, Carrie said, I do know what you're saying. I just finished a post-apocalyptic series recommended by someone in the tribe, and so I'm feeling extra guilty. What was the series? Margarita said, hello. Hello, Margarita. Oh, no. Do you have COVID? Hello, been in bed for 4 days now. You know I really don't feel well when I don't feel like knitting. I'm so sorry. Connie's been watching a lot of needle tatting. Has anyone tried? I have not. My mom used to shuttle tat when I was a kid, so I've seen it. I do know how it works, but I've never actually tried it. Hello, Kathy. She made it to a live. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the help yesterday. Anne said DRK every day are totally 2x2. Oh, rib with a modified Flegel heel. I love me a Flegel heel. They fit really well, and they are very easy to make. Turkish cast on toe. Andrea Mowry has a really good instructional video. Carrie said, oh no, Margarita, I know that feeling and it sucks. Are you feeling better, Carrie? Stacy said, tried to card dog fur yesterday. Someone gave me a bag full. It got everywhere. Yes. My little Jenny was sniffing and rooting around in the bag. Crystal has discovered spinner's glitter. What is that? Lily says, I'm waiting for my first spinning wheel. I can't hold my excitement. By the way, you're amazing. I watch you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not really amazing. Honestly, I'm kind of a hot mess, but it's okay. It's fine. Sally said, I'm making small projects with the acrylic yarn my sister gave me. Aw, Carla said, feel better. Abir said, I just finished a hat, fingerless gloves, and a pair of socks from one ball of yarn. Wow, it's called Respun, and the yarn is recycled water bottles. It's good to work with. That's cool. Some of those went too fast for me. I'm sorry. Susie said, hang on. There was a pop-up. When do you get pop-ups? The first craft I learned was how to shuttle tat. Cheryl does shuttle tatting too. Lisa said, hey, Abir, I knitted with a James Brett recycled yarn. It was so soft and squishy. Mel's using Purl Together custom toe-up sock pattern formula for the DK socks. I haven't tried that either. Harmony said hi from Lori. Hi, Lori. Have tried tatting, prefer knitting. Terry said, I love needle tatting. It's easier for me because making the loop with my wrist, I can't do with the shuttle. And so needles having is a lot easier, I think, in my opinion. So maybe it's needle tatting. I just dropped a stitch, of course. Stacy learned it during COVID. Sharon said half and half triangle wrap is a free pattern. I'm going to have to try and remember to look that up, Sharon. Carrie said, no, I am not, but I'm just sitting right now, so I'm okay. Oh, I'm sorry. And what is this book series? Did you say and I missed it? Because I did miss a few. Deanna said, try cutting the rug weaving studio. Okay, on YouTube. It's for union looms, but the process should be the same. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Oh, Crystal, isn't it the best? Love it. Oh, Lily, thanks. Really, honestly, I'm not. I'm a wreck. Connie said, got a shuttle. Haven't worked with it much. I feel clumsy. I think you're supposed to. I remember my mom saying in the beginning that it felt very clumsy at first. Elizabeth said, you're an amazing, inspirational hot mess. Lisa said, wish I was a hot, wet mess, more of a soggy, lukewarm one. Karen said, OMG, my husband is shaking his head at me. He told me a new Game of Thrones series show tonight, and I said it'll be interesting to see what happened to the Hobbit guys. He quietly said, other one. Pete said, I watched so many videos on warping and weaving on a shaft loom and bought books. Hopefully I can get it. I'm going to say that you can do it, Pete. I mean, of course. Hi, Eileen. Let me see. Maybe I can skosh it down a wee bit. I don't know if I can. Let's see. All right, I missed some more stuff. Drew said I signed up for the group on Facebook. If you accept me, of course I will. I'll post my mill waste adventures. Really, the only time I don't is a lot of times people ignore the questions, and I'm trying to keep spammers out, so I'm sure I will. Don't even worry. A beer said I was about to buy a used shocked matchless from, but my sister talked me out of it. Oh well. Okay, why did she? What? I'm sure she had good reasons, but I can't imagine what they were. Crystal said it's so shiny. It's so much fun, isn't it? Deborah's babysitting grand girls today. They're wanting to play vet. What does that mean? Yes, Lisa said just as well a beer. Imagine trying to pack that. It's true. Connie said, yes, it is slow. It took me an hour just to make a few inches of, but you'll get so much faster. You'll get faster. Mel said, I'm team hot mess. You can be the captain, Mel. Sharon said, it's a nice mindless knitting. I feel really good for new knitters. Garter with German short rows. Oh, that's nice. And or wrap and turns. Kim said, did anyone else get up at 5 a.m. to watch the Queen's casket travel? Did anybody do that? That's true. Anne said, we are all hot messes in our own way. The hot mess fiber tribe. I don't mind. I feel like I've kind of embraced it. Okay, Jurup, if you answered the questions, you'll be in. Yes, Margaret said, why do the colors, Margarita said, why do the colors look so off? My normal camera would not connect today. I've never had that happen, so I'm a little bit nervous about what's up. But I didn't have enough time to like reboot and start, discussing. So I'm using my like less sophisticated webcam. And I also, at that point, didn't have time even to like adjust the color because it does look kind of green, right? So sorry. But I'll get it fixed. Eileen asked, how is Sleeve Island doing? I will have you know that I have connected the sleeves to the body of the sweater. I probably only knit 2 rows, but it, no, 1 row, but it's all connected. So at this point, and it has a raglan decrease. So at this point, I just have to get my markers in and set my decreases and start, the process of getting up to the neck. Crystal said tatting takes time to learn, and then I went too fast. Hang on. And then when you are good, you are good. Pete said, my hubby is happy with new loom. Now he's seen what it can do and how much they sell for, especially as mine was free with warping board and extras. Wow. Abir said, Carrie, you're very naughty. Anna said, my mother did. Lily said, thank you. You see, you are so nice and experienced with those needles. You're welcome. Hey, Sunny. You got your first wheel this week, right? Nikki said, what are you knitting? I'm working on a new design, a double wrap mini cowl. It's just a sock for John. A plain, the yarn is striped, so I'm not really doing anything. Crystal said, I'm okay with a bluish color, Trish. Oh, am I bluish? I'm very smurfy today. It's just water before you ask. I need to hydrate. Whenever we camp, I don't drink enough water. I don't know why I do that. I try to tell myself, this time I'm going to do better, and then I don't. Abir said, Lisa, everyone knows. Oh, darn. Hang on. Everyone knows it's very small. I just couldn't spin whilst in Toronto, so I plan to leave it here. Oh, okay. Anna said, nothing wrong with being a hot mess. I find that all creative, crafty people are. I feel like, yeah. I agree with you. She said, I feel like I found my tribe. Karen said, my husband puts up with me. I'm not sure how. It makes me think there's something wrong with him. It tolerates my house full of art and crafts. He doesn't blink any longer. Love him. That is sweet. Margarita said, no worries. I thought my vision was being affected by my cold. Nope. Your brain is fine. Your vision is fine. It's me. I will get it fixed. I'm not sure where to go from here. Like, I've been having, my laptop has been shutting down. because my graphics card driver fails. I don't know if they're connected. It doesn't make sense to me that they would be, but I guess sometimes things don't make sense to me anyway. So I'm just trying to figure it out right now, but I will get it figured out. I do have my old laptop too. I mean, that's slow, but I would probably imagine it would work. Linda said I found my first wheel last week. It's a Louette S75. She doesn't have a name yet. Hopefully I'll discover it soon. Exciting, Linda. Pete said, Lisa, he's aware of the wardrobe's full that I already have. Elizabeth said, you're almost done then, just in time for fall sweater weather. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a warm one too, so he's probably going to want to wait till winter. Angie said I tried... Oh, hang on, wait. It went away. Kumihimo braiding, but I get so confused with the crossover order. My Kumihimo stand now sits permanently on top of the wardrobe. I'm sorry. Eileen said I finally got myself a nitty knotty. Oh, fun. Had interesting experience trying to wind a skein. Watched 5 tutorials. Lots of talk about nitty knotty is then all wrapped so fast I still had no idea. Kim said, so John only gets what? The one sock? I'm going to knit another. I don't know if I have one even about it, Eileen. I'm trying to think if there's one where I'm actually doing it, and I can't think of one. Pete said, Lisa, I'm knitting him a hat at the moment. He's happy. Aw. Lily's in bed recuperating from a pulled muscle. Oh, no. In the back, so I'm listening and enjoying her conversation with everyone. Okay, Sunny said, yes, I got an Ashford Traditional complete with the Lazy Kate. I have it clean. I have to clean it up. Oh, I want to condition the wood. Yes, good idea. Oh, good. Eileen's got it worked out now. She said, first Hank turned out a mess and twice as long as it should have been. How'd you do that? I'd love to know. Because I might want to do that. To make a longer Hank for dyeing. Kim said, feel better, Lily. That's no fun at all. And it's not. Kelly said, Lily, I have a knee injury I am nursing right now. Sucks to be laid up. Lisa said, oh, Pete, my hubby was brought up on home knits and won't let me make him anything, although he did quite like the new Shetland Wool Week hat this year as it has an anchor on it. Does he fish, Lisa? Sharon said we should do a knitting drinking water game during the live. Drink when someone asks we should. Drink when someone asks a question, mentions anything related to knitting, spitting, etc. Jurup said I'm not a hot, I do say that sometimes. I'm not a hot mess. I'm a spicy disaster. That's why I have so much cleaning to do before the kids get here. If you guys only knew how many times per week I tell myself that I'm going to do better on cleaning and how many, it's the same number of times per week that I don't do better. It's the exact same number. Lisa said, oh, Sharon, that's hilarious, but it's quite early in the day for some folks. No, go ahead, Carrie. Carrie said, I didn't see anyone say not to talk about the Paradise Fiber. She said, I've been itching to make roll eggs, and I think I want to blend the camel with the Erie silk from a couple months ago. Will the 2 different staple lengths be a problem, or will the roll egg solve it? Oh gosh. Okay. First, Shannon wants to know if you need a mordant for beets. She made beet salad today and saved the juice. She wants to dye with it. Well, let's see what everybody else has to say first. She said we would dye. Karen said, Linda, my Louette is my thin yarn spinning queen. She could spin it by herself and make a lovely girly swish sound. Mel said, gotta go work, try. Bye, Mel. Miss you bunches. We'll try to post some more pics this week on projects. Have a great week. I have started it. Abir, I'm gonna I'm gonna film it and actually like really talk about it. So I will. Carrie said, oh, water. I literally go to bed at night when we're camping and my lips are dry and I'm like, I didn't drink enough water today. I don't know why. It's weird. I have not looked at the staple on the Erie silk. And someone asked in the group, what would you, or on one of the shorts, you know, the short that I made, what would you blend this with? And I do feel like some of the silks that I've had would be hard because the silk with the longer staple will like want to pull out of it, and then the shorter staple will want to like clump up. You know what I mean? Because the longer fiber is pulling out of it. So that is my first instinct, is to blend it with silk. But I don't know what's going to happen. My thought is that the longer staple might be an issue if you want consistency, but it would still be really cool. It just might be hard to get consistent. I'm not sure though. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure I didn't like forget about the question reading other stuff. Okay, Kim said I always say shrug and say tomorrow is another day, more knitting time for me. Susie said Fly Lady is the one she uses. So I do, I have used Fly Lady in the past. It has helped me make routines for certain parts of cleaning that have been great. Like my laundry is always caught up. There's certain things that I do really well because of Fly Lady. I should really get back on the full program and get myself trained on a few more things, you know? Eileen said if you want to dye wool, I would use alum, but beetroot is not light fast at all, so I think you might be very disappointed with the result. Lily said cold wine. Karen said my husband's friends bought me a sign. Do you expect me to be creative and neat too? Seriously. Angie said I love that. Okay, Anne asked about the wheel. It's my minstrel. Her name's Anya. That's my newest wheel. And I've got it on the fastest whirl that I have. I don't know if they have a faster one, but that's what I have it on. You probably will want it to go fast. Pete said, I now have 1 day a week. I clean. Terry's at work, cushions the blow when more fiber is delivered on the same day. Good idea. We all need to work out a routine that works. And if a fiber order is part of your routine, then so be it. Eileen said, I'm dyeing with quince leaves today, getting a very cool orange color. I grew up in a house that had quince bushes. I wonder if they're still there. Kim said, Terry, do you mean the flex needles? Uh-oh, I missed it. Margaret said, Terry, I've got 2 sets and don't get on with them. They get in the way of my hands. I am an English style knitter. I think they would be okay for continental. Oh, Shannon said, thank you. I now have a pot to clean. Sorry, Shannon. I have not really done much natural dyeing, so I really shy away from those questions because all I know is secondhand. I'm a failure at natural dyeing. All I've learned is that I'm unnatural. Karen said, Terry, I spin my needles as a reflex while I work. Interesting. Margarita said, I want to try some of that Paradise Fibers camel. It's very similar. If you've ever spun Angora, that's a little shorter, or cashmere all by itself, it is very similar. Elizabeth said, she said, sorry, I had to stop my subscription, but I do have good news. Jerry is working full-time now. Way to go, Jerry. It's not what he wants, but it's income for now. Oh, I'm sorry it's not what he wants. Gosh, everybody needs teachers here. I guess you just have to move closer to your best friend. That would be terrible, right? Elizabeth said the Erie silk did have a really long staple length. Carrie said, see, that's what I was thinking too. I'd be fighting the different staple lengths. Okay, so it's weird that you asked this question because I was actually thinking on the way home because of the other question, like, if I did it, I was thinking of using mulberry silk, but I think the Erie silk is a great idea. I was thinking to myself, would I actually want to like cut the staple? And if I did that in top, how would that look? Like, would I take a rotary cutter and shorten the staple? I don't know. It's worth a try, I feel, but just maybe a teeny tiny amount. A beer said, what color is that, Eileen? Okay, Eileen said to Shannon, weird fact about natural dyeing that the vegetables and plants we most expect to give vibrant colors give absolute duds, but very dreary looking leaves can give fabulous colors. See, I had no idea. Sally said, got an Ashford Kiwi 3 for my birthday this year and named it Finn. I love it. Terry said, Margarita, would you be willing to rehome them? PM me, thanks. Lisa said, Terry, I tried them a few years back and didn't care for them. Susie said, I only use the water I oil. It maybe should be boil. I don't know. You tell me. And for jelly, you add raspberry jello to it. That sounds kind of good, actually. Margaret said, Terry, where are you? I'm in England. Margarita said Nicole would love it. I'm sure she would, of course. We'd all love to live closer to our best friend, right? Kim said, I do use the Flex. I also use Magic Loop. For patterns, I like the Flex. For vanilla, I just lost a stitch. I like the Magic Loop. Guess it depends upon my mood. I like them both equally. I struggle with DPNs. Well, you know, there's so many different kinds of needles. You do not have to use one that feels like a struggle. Karen said, Sally, give Finn a cuddle for me. Oh, bye, Crystal. She said, have a good day. She's got to go. Eileen said, quince leaves are green. Yep. I let them steep and jar for 2 weeks, then simmered the stew for an hour before I put my wool in. It's already turning orange. So interesting. But want to simmer some more. Pete said Margaret Thomas UK tribe here. It probably would. Margaret said, Terry, I think the postage would be more than they cost. I thought boil was the word. You know, I do okay. Okay, Anne said, all right, good. Don't cut the staple. Didn't know this. The cut end will be blunt and can become itchy. Even on silk, she said, better to break a fiber. I cannot break silk. It hurts your hands. Pete said there is. There's a few fiber gang in UK. Carrie said, I haven't named my electric eel wheel 6. I think I'm going to name it after the android woman in Blade Runner, the one played by Sean Young. I can't remember that movie. Don't tell anybody. They'll make me turn in my sci-fi card. Shannon said, Eileen, thank you again. Maybe I'll wait for something better. Any easy recommendations? Margaret said, Pete, I'm north of you. I'm not near Nottingham. Is that right? I don't know. I just like to try. Eileen said, I'm one of the UK gang too. Pete, like Margaret and Lisa. Who else? Oh, Terry. Hey, did I say it wrong? It's okay. I don't mind. Hey, Marie. Sharon said, I do like the Flexi Flips, but recently tried 2 16-inch circular for socks and love that better. Carrie said, I think I will just blend it with wool. That will keep the fuzziness too and keep the spin low stress, plus give me more yardage. Yeah, I literally was thinking about it. My O sound? Good old Midwest accent. What can I tell you? It's so funny because I used to think I didn't have one. And then I started listening to myself while I was editing, and I was like, holy cow, that accent's crazy. I have a crazy accent. Carrie said, Sean Young played Rachel the android who didn't know she was an android. Oh, that's awful. Did someone have to tell her? Elizabeth said, I'm terrible at naming things. I want to call everything George after that Looney Tunes cartoon. I want to hug him and squeeze him and call him George. Of course you do. I feel like they tell me what their name is. Nikki said, I built my wheel from a kit from Good and Basic Company and named him Rumple. After Rumpelstiltskin, I'm assuming. She said he's blue and gold. How is it, Nikki? Do you love it? Susie said, I hate the flexi flips. The tip is too blunt. I like the Hiya flyers better. My goodness. Okay. Eileen said to Shannon, start collecting your onion peels. I have a bag for brown onion peels and one for red. Super easy. No mordant necessary. Brown onion gives orange and warm yellows. That's fun. So what did the red onions give? Or have you not used them yet? Lisa said, I need to roll all those R's, Pete. I cannot roll my R's very, very well, and John's good at it, so he kind of thinks it's funny when I try. Buy a beer. Thank you for taking time out from your visit for us. Carrie said, Nikki, that's a great name. I like it too. Shannon said, Eileen, you are a doll, and I'll be making onion soup this week. I feel like I might have to try it too because I'm going to make onion like gravy tonight. Sharon said, Susie, I agree the flips are too blunt. So interesting. Sarah said, Elizabeth, we do that with our kids all the time, especially when they are little. We would catch them up and squeeze them and call them George. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have thought of this. Can't hardly believe I didn't. Marie said, condolences to all our UK and Canadian folk. Condolences, really. I don't know if she was ill before. I didn't think so, but I also don't know what's going on the news there. But I don't know if that was a shock. I don't know how that feels. So, condolences. I apologize for not thinking of it sooner. Thanks, Marie, for bringing it to my brain. Nikki said, yep, and I love this wheel because I built it. It gave me a good idea how it works and how to fix it if ever I need to, etc. Karen said, I watched a show on natural dye and it started with camel dung. Is that what it should be? Then to goat pee. Then to a few other lovelies, the dung makes color more intense, evidently. But how do you get camel dung? I do have a stepson that works at the zoo. Pete said, Marie, I've been glued to the telly even at work today. Interesting. Angie said, thanks. It's still sinking in. So strange to have a king now. I bet. When you think about all of the people who have lived their whole entire life with this queen, it's like very crazy to feel like she's gone. I don't know. I mean, it must be much weirder when you live there. I can't imagine what it's like because we don't have a monarch, so it's just not the same, you know. No one can really understand unless you've experienced it. Angie said to Marie, thanks, it's still sinking in, so strange to have a king now. Margarita said, I tell my students to say pot or tea. Pot or tea? Really fast, and it makes them roll their R's. I'll practice. Elizabeth said, I named my turkey every Thanksgiving, George, first, second, third, and also the piglet we dissected in biology class and my first car. I'm hopeless. Pete said it was a shock even though it was expected. Bye, Margaret. Connie said it makes you wonder who was the first person that thought about putting animal waste in their dye. That's a really good question. Who was like, I wonder if this would help. Jurup said those aren't ingredients in Jenny Dean's wild color, thankfully. Okay, Eileen said red onions can give darker golden yellow, and if you soak some rusty iron pieces in a pot with half water, half vinegar for a few weeks after simmering wool with onion for an hour, add. Okay, I think the rest is coming. Lisa said our stamps will all change and coins and so many things that have always been. They're all going to change? Katie said, I've used camel dung for fertilizer. How do you get it? Anne said, I knit socks 2 at a time with 3 circulars. I use them like flexi flips, but by adding circs, they are longer so I can knit 2 at a time. And I have the pointy tip of Chowgoo needles. Chowgoos are my favorite. Potter tea. Potter tea. Potter tea. Potter tea. Nope. Not happening yet. I just have to practice more. Elizabeth said, I really thought she would outlive me. She seemed like she was just going to go on forever. I don't know. I mean, I just can't imagine what it's like, you know? Pete said it's the things to change. Stamps, money, police badges, passports that hold the Queen's name now need changing to the King's logo. Angie said at least the post boxes don't need to be replaced. We still have Victorian ones. Do you? Kim said, me too, Pete. Got up extra early to watch. It's interesting watching history being made. Okay, I have another question, and I hope this isn't offensive. I don't think it is, but I thought back when Prince Charles got divorced that they said that that would make him ineligible for the throne, but I know some laws were like changed or repealed. I don't know what the right word is in between. So did something change that made him eligible, or did I misremember that? Not that I care. I mean, it's not my business. It's, you know, you should do what is right in your country. But I just thought I remembered that. Karen said, I'm in US, but she was always a calm voice in this world. I always knew she would be solid, beautiful, calm, was perfect symbol, exactly as a country would want a loss for the world. Angie said, yes, the money and stamps will change. They have the monarch's head on them. Wow. Jurup said, yep, all the coins will change there, but the Queen didn't feature on all the stamps and notes like the UK. Oh, okay. Right. Nikki said, our $20 bills have the Queen on it in Canada. Okay, I was going to say. And Jurup, are you in Australia? I couldn't remember if it was Australia or New Zealand. Okay. Katie said, there's a farm in Michigan and West Virginia. My daughter drinks camel milk to help digestion. Is it the fermented kind? Karen said I did too, Trish. Pete said, ooh, controversial comment. Is it? See, okay. Cindy said, I happened to be watching a YouTube video last night. Imagine that. The camel dung was part of a conditioning process for the fabric to be dyed, and then it is hand stamped with designs. Interesting. Okay. Angie said Charles was always in line. Okay. I guess I didn't remember that right. Okay, Jurup, yes, Australia. That's what I thought, but sometimes I think, did I have that wrong? You know? Connie said I saw that one also, Cindy. Huh, interesting. Okay, Angie said Camilla wasn't going to be Queen Consort, but Queen Elizabeth allowed it eventually. Well, I know she also changed, or I don't know, again, ended the law that said that female children in line would move behind male children. So now they go in age order. I don't know when that was, but I know that happened too, so I just wasn't sure. It's really interesting because we just don't have anything like it here. Sharon said, wow, that's crazy. All the money will change too. I can't imagine. Button said the Queen did not want the line of succession to change. Okay. Oh, Kelly said, I think there was an issue with him being head of the Church of England because he is divorced. Okay. Okay, Elizabeth said the same. See, we don't really always know what's going on here, even though we think we do. Right. Kelly, that's it. She said they ended male preference primogeniture. I'm sure I said it wrong. I don't care. Sharon said, I was wondering about Camilla issue 2. Pete said, Charles is always in line. The Queen kept the line of succession. Now we have a Prince and Princess of Wales again. Okay, Jurup said, not controversial from an Australian point of view, but we aren't terribly respectful of the royal family. Button said the Queen still left money for Diane and Fergie. Really? Eileen, so does Diana's go to her sons then? Again, it really doesn't matter. It's just interesting how things work. Bye, Lisa. You have a great week. Eileen said, Kelly, the reason the Church of England exists in the first place, yes, exactly, is that Henry VIII wanted to divorce and the Pope would not let him. So he was like, fine, I'll just start my own church. We don't need you. And then he did. Did he actually? He did, right? He divorced her. Because she lived. They didn't all fare quite as well, as we know. Carrie said, I don't think it's ever a bad thing to learn more about other places. Thank you, friends, for educating us. I do appreciate it. It's fascinating. Oh, okay. The money that currently is in circulation will not change, but money printed going forward. So they won't pull it from circulation as it goes through banks and stuff. Angie said it will phase out through harmony. Oh, the money? So interesting, you guys. Button said, yes, it will be divided. Harry also inherited. You know, I also read stuff in the news. I'll just say this about the Harry situation. And sometimes I feel like maybe the newspapers are making more out of things than they really are just to make drama, which is really sad in a situation like this. I hope that's not happening because it's bad enough for families. I can't imagine. Pete said we had people crying in the shop today. Emotions are high. There's a still atmosphere. I'm sorry, Pete. That does make me sad, you guys. Sharon said, how interesting about Church of England. I didn't know that's how it started. I'm sure it's not historically accurate 100%, but it is something that happens in the TV show The Tudors. It's part of the story. So, Harmony said, I have coins with the previous king's head prior. Was it Edward? Who was the previous king? Prior to Queen Elizabeth, they won't pull the coins any faster than normal. Okay. Well, I am sorry. Again, it's not really something that we deal with here. Eileen said, every Brit always recites the story of all his wives, but being an import, I never remember. At least one died. He divorced one and he beheaded one, but there might have been more wives. I think there was like 2. Well, I don't want to go. I don't know. Okay, wait. I've just messed up. What in the world did I do? Button said the Queen was very loving and forgiving. It seemed like it. From an outsider. She said, I still feel shell-shocked. The Queen was born 1 year before my mom. Oh. Pete said 8 wives of Henry. 8 wives, really? Okay, Kim said, everything being said about the Queen makes her to be this remarkable, kind person. Living in the U.S., we don't always get exactly. That's how I feel, Kim. I know that I don't understand. Angie said, the rhyme is divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. So he beheaded 2 wives? Anna said, I'm still saddened and surprised that she's gone. I honestly thought she'd live well into her 100s. 6 wives, only 1 survived Henry. Marie said, I would imagine anything with the Queen's picture on it would now be a collectible. Pete said, 6 wives hit the wrong button. Okay. It's okay, Eileen. Hey, you're learning here, right? Wow. Wow. 2 wives. Sharon said, it is sad. My mom always mentioned how she and the Queen were the same age. Queen April 21 and my mom April 27 of the year. Same year. April 27 is my son's birthday. Well, I probably should go, you guys. I'm sorry. I appreciate you being here. I love it that you hang out with me and that my accent is hilarious. I do actually love that, for real. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. George was the last king. Karen said, history in general is fascinating. So many stories. Yes. Oh, Kim. Oh, goodness. I think we need to save that for next week. George VI was king prior to QE2. Oh, Nikki has to make supper. Yeah, hit the like button if you feel like it, please. I would appreciate it. I will see you guys later in the week. It is new beginnings. Yes, Anna asked, is this a Sunday thing? So every Sunday at this time, but then also I'm trying to pop up during the week. This week was so busy, I just couldn't find time. So, but those are not scheduled. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Have a great week. Hopefully I'll see you in the middle. And I'll fix my camera. I'm scared.